Is chicken getting boring? Let's fix that tonight with bold, briny, unforgettable chicken puttanesca. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about one of my favorite main courses. We're celebrating chicken today, and we're going to be making my unforgettable chicken puttanesca. Now, what is puttanesca? Puttanesca is a tomato sauce. You've probably heard of spaghetti puttanesca or pasta puttanesca. But it's not just the average tomato or marinara sauce. It has lots of bold flavors. There's capers and olives and brine and spice. So it's a little elevated, and it works great with chicken. We're going to start with my skillet. I have a large oven-proof skillet here, heating over medium-high heat. Okay, nice and warm. To that, I want to add just a couple tablespoons of olive oil. So let's talk chicken. I'm using chicken thighs today. I have 6 of them here. Why am I using chicken thighs? These are full of flavor. They stay juicy and tender. They're really hard to overcook. But more importantly, these are going to soak up the sauce and all these flavors better than anything else. So what I want to do right now is season this top side generously with salt and pepper. Now I've already trimmed these and I patted them dry, so I just need to season them at this point. All right, my oil is shimmering. It's smelling like it's getting hot. So we're going to start putting our chicken in the pan. We're going to put this in skin side down so that we get a nice brown and crispy skin. There we go. Now that my chicken is in skin side down, I can season the other side. All right, now we're going to leave these alone. You must leave them completely undisturbed for 5 to maybe up to 7 minutes because you want that skin to get really crispy and brown. And if you start messing with it, it's not going to get nice and crisp. My chicken is all nice and browned. I've just taken it out of the pan and put it aside. We'll come back to it a little later. Let's start building our sauce. To the same pan, I'm going to add an onion. This is 1 medium onion that I just diced up. I'm going to give these just a tiny bit of salt to help them start to release their juices. I don't want to add any more salt at this point because we're going to be adding some salty ingredients. So you're going to give this a stir, and we're going to let these cook just for 2 or 3 minutes until they start to get soft. All right, my onions are starting to soften, turn a little translucent. Let's add some more flavors. We're going to start with, if you know me, you know what's next. It's garlic. I have here 3 minced garlic cloves. I just did these on my little rasp. You could dice them up if you wanted. Right in. Now, the next ingredient, a little controversial for some of you, but we're going to do it anyway. We're adding some anchovies. I have about 5 here. You can do 4 or 5 of anchovies that I just chopped up roughly. What is this going to do? It's going to add some salt. But it's going to add that background flavor that is just going to elevate this dish. What they like to call umami. Right in. Now, anchovies are kind of magic. These are just going to melt away into the sauce, so you won't get a big piece of anchovy if that's what you're worried about. A little bit of heat is next. We're going to get that from red pepper flakes. I have a half teaspoon. Smelling delicious. Now I'm going to move some of this out of the way and make a hot spot because I'm going to add some tomato paste. I have 1 tablespoon here. And I'm doing this now so the tomato paste will caramelize a little bit and cook through. So we're going to let this go just until everything gets nice and fragrant and the tomato gets a little caramelized. Just a minute or two. All right, we're nice and caramelized. Everything's smelling wonderful. We're going to add some dry white wine. I have here 4 ounces, 120 mils of Sauvignon Blanc, which is dry white wine. You could use a dry red if you prefer, say Cabernet Sauvignon or a Pinot Noir. What we're going to do here is deglaze the pan. Now you see there's all of this browned stuff on the bottom of the pan. That's called fond, and it's concentrated flavor. By adding the wine, it's going to allow us to scrape all this up and get it into our sauce. Just like that. Now, if you can't have wine, you could use chicken stock, same amount. Now you see, as I'm going through, it's cleared up the bottom of the pan. Tomatoes are next. I have 1 can, 28 ounces, which is 794 grams of crushed tomatoes. This is my favorite. Right in. Next up is olives. I have 4 ounces, which is 113 grams of Kalamata olives that I just roughly chopped. You can use green olives or black olives, whatever you prefer. One more ingredient is capers. Just 2 tablespoons. So I've added capers, anchovies, and olives. Why? What is it going to do? That is going to add the salt and a lot of brine, which will be brightness and give this a big lift and just intensify that flavor. I'm just going to give this a couple minutes until it starts to come back up and start to simmer gently. All right, my sauce is simmering. Now, remember that chicken? Here it is. Doesn't that look gorgeous? We're going to add this back to the pan, skin side up. And of course, any juices that have accumulated on the plate. And this is going to go into a hot oven that I've preheated to 375 Fahrenheit, which is 190 Celsius. Now I'm going to put it in uncovered. Why? I want to keep this skin nice and crispy, and I want this sauce to reduce down and get nice and thick and intense. Now, this is going to take probably about 30 minutes. What you're looking for is for your chicken thighs to reach an internal temperature of 170 Fahrenheit, which is 76 Celsius. So, off to the ovens. Here we are. It's been 30 minutes. We are out of the oven, and wow, I wish you could smell this, but you will when you make it. But look at this chicken. It's golden. The sauce is reduced. It's thickened up a bit, and I really just can't wait to taste it. But how would you serve this? You could serve it as is. You could serve this over pasta, over polenta would be really nice. I'm going to go for this little guy right in the center. And I want to spoon some of this sauce right over the top. And I think a little prettiness. I'm going to put some parsley on it, but you could do basil or oregano if you wanted. Let's give this a little taste. Oh yeah, look at that. The chicken is so tender and full of flavor. And this sauce is amazing. There's a little bit of heat. There's brininess from the capers and the olives. And there's this rich, rich background, that umami that they like to say, and that's from the anchovies. And it all pairs well with those tomatoes. Wow. I think I may need to wash this down. Same one in this glass. It's the same one in this sauce. All right, if you'd enjoy this recipe, sign up for our newsletter and get new recipes delivered right into your inbox. Now don't forget to subscribe and tap the like button. It really helps us grow. And if you'd like to go even farther, consider joining as a channel member. You'll get special perks, behind the scenes extras, and you'll be part of the community helping shape what we create together. All right, I'm going to sit down and relax and enjoy my chicken puttanesca. While I do that, I want you to enjoy this episode over here. So until next time, cheers.